Okay, well, I meant to pause the video, but instead I stopped it. Forgot which button was pause and which one was stop. So this is a new video, and I've got the pieces set up now. So I'm gonna use the playlist feature and connect these two videos that way. Alright, so here's the pieces set up. And get away from it a little bit so you can see it all. There. So I'll try to hold this position like this. I see that that's a little out of whack. Alright, so let us say black plays d4. Actually, let's get creative. Let's just totally laugh at chess with that. Alright, so black plays d2, f4. Now it's, or white plays that. Now it's black's turn. Because white only gets, white's first turn is restricted to 3 points to balance the game. So now black gets 6 points. So let us say black does this and this. That's a pretty cool first turn. And one thing that's different than chess, obviously, you could move 2 pieces at a time. So, and this piece is defended. It's defended by this guy and by this guy. So if one of these captures, thinking there's 2 on 1, well, there's 2 defenses. But anyway, let's say white does that to defend that guy and tries to move the 6 out to here, threatening the king like a queen would with check. Well, this piece would capture that piece, and you would just lose one of your dice. So that's no good. So let's say that's one of the turns, and let us do the second turn out to here, and then a decrement. So now this is threatening that, although I didn't need to decrement it, but that's fine. No, I can't do 2 moves and a decrement. That would be a mistake. That's too many points. So the move and the move, that's 3 and 3, which makes 6. So we have to leave that like that. Can't decrement it. Alright, so now it's black's turn. Let's say black captures and decrements to a 1. And then white will decrement to a 1 and capture. Then black has to decrement to a 1 and capture. That's 2 pieces gone for white. By decrementing to a 1, that removed these defenders. They're not really defending it anymore. So that hurts white. So white lost a piece. Alright, so bear that in mind in your own games if you decrement. It's a powerful technique. It costs this guy, white, one of his pieces. Alright, so now it's white's turn. Let's say white does that and that. So that's threatening the white guy. And there are 2 defenses because they can decrement. And they'd be within range. Sorry. Alright. So now it's black's turn. Well, it's just the principle in chess, if you're ahead, is to just simplify and trade down. So black does that white will decrement to a 1 and recapture. Alright, now the power balance is white's down 3 and black's down 2. So black is still leading. So now it's black's turn. Let's say black will do that, threatening the 3. Let's say black also does this, threatening the 3 twice. So now it's white's turn. Oh, let's say white does this and that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So neither one of these 4s is threatening the other. It's too far away. If this turns into a 5, it can't capture the 4. It's too weak then. So these 4s are in a stare down, I guess, so to speak. Alright, so now it's black's turn. Let's see. Let's take the 5 and move it here. That will check the king. And black gets 1 more turn. So let's take the 3 and move it up to here. Alright, so now it's white's turn. Say white does that and that. So now it's black's turn. And black can't, come down here with the 5, because the 2 would threaten to capture it, the 3 would, this 2 would. There's just too many things piling on here. Clearly that's way too many, and this, with the 5 and the 6 here, you could decrement it, bring it down and decrement it to 4. But even then, the king could capture it. It's not defended. You'd have to upgrade or increment this guy. But then, it's just silly. So that sort of thing is not going to work in this game. But what we can do is, let's say black does this, which would be a check. Of course, it's in the jurisdiction of the 4. But even so, it's defended a couple times, so it can be done. So let's say black does that for 1 move. And let's say that's the second move, bringing the 3 up to here. So there's the 6 points. And then white's in check again. So white will do that, blocking the check, and putting the 6 here. Now it's black's turn. Let's say black does this. 1, 2 for the 2 turns. Now it's white's turn. Well, white can capture. No, white can't capture. If white captures, because that 3 is pinned, the 6 will check. So I guess we have to back off to unpin. So that's 1 and 2. So the 5 would have to decrement twice to capture this 3. And 1 cannot do that. That's too many points. Because 2 decrements plus a move and a capture, that's 7 points. So the 5 can't capture any of these people that it's pointing at. And neither can the 6. So white has a pretty good defense here going. So black will do this and this. That will move some things more in range. I rather hastily thought of that. That might be a mistake. So now it's white's turn. White will move and capture. That'll bring the tally even. Now it's black's turn. Black will capture. Now it's white's turn. So white's still down a piece. I thought white could get in there. So let us capture this guy. The king's no longer in range. So there's that. Let's do 3 on 3. And we'll decrement it to a 2 for the 6th point. Now it's white's turn. Well, the 4 can capture the 6. Let's do that. 2 will capture. We'll decrement this to a 4. So what's the power balance now? 6 to 5. So white's not getting a break here. Well, anyway, hope this, between the two videos, I'm almost out of time now. So you can get this game. Obviously, it's a great strategic game. It has deep, deep potential in it. So hopefully this little snapshot of me showing it working will induce you to start taking up the game. You can get this game at www.thegamecrafter.com. And if you put in Dice Chess, you'll find it. I'm thinking about modifying the game to reduce the price. This board, the board that's on the box is pretty nice. One can play on there, and it actually has a little bit bigger border on it than the actual board that you get. Look how close the lettering is to that. I mean, it's all there, you can see it, but still, it's a much more comfortable room on the box top. If I shrunk this down a little bit, it would fit. You know, if I grab the corners of the box in the photo file and resize it slightly, then re-upload it, I could get a bigger border on there. It would be a little tighter fit in here, though, because there's just enough room, you know, to get your fingers in there. So it's kind of comfortable. So I'm not sure I'm going to do that. But I could get rid of the board. And then you could just play it on the top of the box. And that would save several dollars off the price of this. So I'm thinking of calling those the NB series games. No board. Meaning just the box top is used. So, alright. Anyway, www.thegamecrafter.com. This is a beautiful game. Alright, thanks for your time. This is Tony Berard signing off.